Next up, arriving on Netflix on Friday the 2nd of August, we have the animated film Saving Bikini Bottom, the Sandy Cheeks movie. And here's a clip.
We're going to save our friends! Let's go! Come on, SpongeBob!
Wow! You never told me you were a flying squirrel!
It gives me jiggly arm flaps.
Hey, I'm getting flap slapped!
Yes, the sublime to the ridiculous, some might say, when we're discussing these things on our podcast. But as you say, it's an animation. It's a one-off animation. And yep, Sandy Cheeks has got her own adventure. This is a complete spin-off from SpongeBob SquarePants. So if you like SpongeBob SquarePants, you probably will like this too. It is full of the most ridiculous, crazy, nonsensical, ridiculous plots you could imagine. But it obviously works very well and feeds into this whole kind of... not genre, but this whole kind of SpongeBob SquarePants craze that there has been for as long as I can remember, actually. So this is it's funny, it's silly. It's funny actually because when I was kind of looking into this, it's already made in so many different languages, and once I started going down the rabbit hole of watching it in one language, I started to watch it in other ones, and it's really funny seeing Sandy Cheeks speak in Spanish. But anyway, I digress ridiculously. This is all because the plot follows Sandy and SpongeBob, because they venture to Sandy's home state of Texas to save Bikini Bottom from the hands of this evil CEO. Now, this is the first time there's ever been a spin-off of SpongeBob, and it'll be interesting to see the reaction in many ways, because is it SpongeBob that everyone cares about, or is it actually the characters around it? And I would say that this will probably be quite a good hit with people, because it is funny. It's just the same thing. There's nothing to really dislike about it. And yeah, they're there to save the day. I mean, there's no depth to this. I mean, I need to be clear about this. There is no real depth to this. This is just funny, silly craziness in the same way that all of these kind of the films have been, and also anything that you've seen on TV of SpongeBob SquarePants. It's good fun. It's, as I say, sublime to ridiculous. Walking Dead to this is something completely different, but it is fun. I enjoyed it. The kids all like it. It's one for the family.
Well, I am a huge SpongeBob fan, and there are two SpongeBob movies already on Netflix which are hilarious and well worth checking out. However, I have to admit, Sandy Cheeks, who for the uninitiated is a scientist squirrel who lives at the bottom of the sea in Bikini Bottom to sort of study the marine life, and in this Bikini Bottom, the little community where SpongeBob, who's a sponge, lives with all his undersea mates, it's scooped out of the sea by this tsunami, played by the brilliant Wanda Sykes, brilliant American comedian and actress, who has a nefarious plan. Of course she does. So, there's a lot more Sandy in it, and there's less SpongeBob, and there's certainly a lot less characters like Mr. Krabs, Plankton, Squidward, which is a shame, because I love all those characters. And also there's a lot more live action stuff going, because it's literally out of water. Most of it takes place on land, as you say, in Texas. There's a lot more live action stuff. And overall, I have to admit, I didn't enjoy it nearly as much as the other SpongeBob films, but there's plenty to recommend it. I mean, it is good fun. There's some songs in it. You meet Sandy's squirrel family, who are all circus performers. Among the voice cast, you may not recognise Johnny Knoxville from Jackass. He plays one of the squirrels. Kind of a bit of a mixed bag for me. Not as good as my favourite SpongeBob stuff, but still great fun and pretty crazy.